Yogurt. Nutrition on the go. From Fan.
With operations spanning the entire West Africa and employing over 1,700 staff and 25,000 agents, Fan Milk has transformed from a single idea into a regional icon. The company was founded by a young Danish entrepreneur, Erik Emborg. Fan Milk Limited was established in Ghana on January 7, 1960, initially known as Ghana Milk Company before adopting its current name in 1962. This is the tale of the beloved childhood ice cream brand that has captured the hearts of many Ghanaian millennials and Gen Z, fondly known as the Indomie people. This is a Ghanaian business story. In the beginning, a rare trip to the Gold Coast. During the late 1950s, Erik Emborg worked for Viggo Ostergaard, a Danish company exporting pig feet to global markets, including the Gold Coast. He traveled between Denmark and Brazil, with regular stopovers in Senegal. During one stopover, Erik visited the Gold Coast to find traders buying pig feet, aiming to sell directly to them. He identified the need for a cold storage facility, but was deterred by the high costs. Erik Emborg was fortunate enough to find several co-investors for the project. Ghana Cold Store started operations in December 1959. Erik also had the idea of establishing a milk factory, and thus in January 1960, Ghana Milk Company Limited was inaugurated with 8 shareholders. As the name implies, the product the company dealt with was the production of pasteurized milk products, including fresh milk packed in cartons. Schools, hospitals, shops, and department stores, what we call provisions shops in Ghana, formed part of the Ghana Milk Company's target market. Deliveries were largely made using bicycles equipped with containers to aid in ferrying the products to customers. The bicycles were popularly described as the Long John bicycles. Unfortunately, sales dipped drastically for the company in that era since their analysis of the market was wrong. People were just not buying fresh milk products because using fresh milk was not the habit of Ghanaians, most of whom preferred to buy caramel-tasting tinned milk, imported primarily from Holland. Due to this miscalculation, Ghana Milk Company Limited lost its entire equity and found itself bankrupt in 1962. As a result, the Ghana Milk Company was faced with the problem of not being able to sell its large quantity of products on the market. This led to a huge loss for the company and its investors. The Ghana Milk Company was forced to declare bankruptcy in 1962 after losing its entire equity. After the company had declared bankruptcy, Erik decided to leverage his remaining assets to secure a bank loan, which he decided to invest into the company to have another go at turning the company's fortunes around. However, the shareholders at the time were still unconvinced, so Erik offered to buy their shares, which they gladly accepted. Even after gaining the remaining shares, the problem that remained for Erik was how to approach the market, and most importantly, what to provide that would sell on the market. Becoming the ice cream company. Before that, please subscribe to the channel. It helps the channel grow and also motivates the team to work hard to create good content like this one. A concerned employee proposed a fantastic idea to Erik Emborg, which would turn things around for the company. The idea was about diversifying and producing chocolate milk and ice cream products, and also supplying vendors with plenty of ice blocks as a way of keeping the products chilled for consumption. The employee, who had done market research at the time, promised Erik that venturing into this uncharted territory of the Ghanaian market would produce dividends for the company. The company decided to rebrand after a meeting between Erik and the board. The company's name was changed from the Ghana Milk Company to the Fan Milk Limited we have come to know and love today. Going public. After the rebranding, the company's fortunes changed in the space of 18 months. Sales improved, and the company gradually expanded and prospered on the Ghanaian market. On 2nd September of 1969, the shareholders passed a resolution to convert the company to a public limited liability company and increased authorized shares from 30,000 to 470,000 as a means to help it grow to unprecedented levels. Fan Milk Limited became the first foreign company to become public limited liability in 1969, and again, among the first companies to be listed on the Ghana Stock Exchange in 1990, trading as FML. In the 1990s, Fan Milk expanded its operations into other African countries, including Ivory Coast, Benin, Togo, and Burkina Faso, and became a very well-known brand in the West African region. The company had over 3,250 shareholders as of the end of the year 2003. And at its peak in 2008, Fan Milk provided direct employment to over 350 individuals and indirect employment to another 8,000 as bicycle boys or headpan people. By 2012, they had grown into a big company with very interesting products: Fan Yogo, Fan Milk, Fan Choco, and Fan Gold, which later became Fandango. Also around that time, they had the best cold chain distribution system in the region. The process by which cold chain products move from the point of manufacturing to the end user. This is the reason they were dominating the market. The Danone's involvement. In 2013, Danone partnered with the Abraj Group to acquire Fan Milk. This means they weren't the sole owner at this point, but a significant shareholder. Later in 2016, Danone became the majority shareholder of Fan Milk. July 2019. Danone acquired the remaining shares from the Abraj Group, achieving complete ownership of Fan Milk. The fall. There are reports of Fan Milk experiencing net losses in two years around 2021-2022, according to the Business and Financial Times (BFT) website. And this is as a result of pricing of products problems and also the change in taste. And recalling of some product batches. The revival. Fan Milk Company has redesigned their products. They look new, fresh, and very vibrant. They have some new commercials which show that indeed, West Africa's favorite ice, which comes from Ghana, is back. So, how big is Fan Milk Company? Today, Fan Milk is the market leader. It is a well-established brand and likely the market leader in dairy and plant-based products across West Africa. In terms of revenue, in 2023, Fan Milk Ghana Limited reportedly generated revenue of approximately USD 67.1 million. This provides a snapshot of their financial scale, but doesn't necessarily reflect the entire company's revenue. Geographic reach. Fan Milk operates in several West African countries, suggesting a significant regional presence. Employee base. Fan Milk's employee count is about 1,700 staff members and 25,000 agents. From just one person and partners of 8, transformed into the biggest ice cream brand in West Africa. That's the incredible story of Fan Milk. From bankruptcy to West Africa's favorite ice cream, this brand has seen it all. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more inspiring stories.
Lots and lots of people eat Fan Yogo every day. Let us find out why. Protein, iron, calcium, vitamin A, vitamin B1, vitamin B2.
I drink Fan Yogo every day because it keeps me healthy. Simply for the energy and vitality.
My mommy gives me Fan Yogo every day, and it's so delicious.
Fan Yogo, good for you.